Hey world, and welcome to the very last episode of the current season of the Rant Café. Extreme patience is a virtue I pride myself in because it's rational, it's logical, and it encompasses reason. However, I understand there are certain testing situations and moments for some people, and even I have my boiling point. But some people are so impatient, it's as if they're not even trying to be patient. Some people are so impatient that they're almost like a caricature of an impatient person. Some people are so impatient that it's just unnecessary for them to be that impatient. And I say this as a consumer, a person who frequents many retail outlets and cafes and whatnot. For example, one of my favorite cafes in Ireland is Insomnia. For any of you non-Irish folk, Insomnia is basically the Irish version of Starbucks. In my opinion, the customer service in Insomnia is excellent. The staff are very attentive, very friendly, and most important of all, they always have mayonnaise for my hot wraps. Very important to have mayonnaise for the hot wraps. You see folks, Insomnia understands how to fix all your life's problems. How do you fix all life's problems? Simple. Add mayonnaise. No offense to Starbucks, but they just don't get this. And it's so very, very important. We need the mayonnaise. Okay? But one glorious sunny eve in Dublin town, I needed a little pick-me-up. So I headed into Insomnia. I ordered a tall Americano, extra space for milk, and 2 Canderels, just the way I like it. Then of course, the person behind me in line, this individual, what can I say about him? This individual, I can only describe him as a jumping jack. He just had no patience whatsoever. Literally 3 seconds after he orders his coffee, he's like, "Where's my coffee? Is it ready yet?" And I'm like, are you for real? You literally ordered your coffee like 3 seconds ago. Of course it's not ready. First of all, this fellow is so impatient that he doesn't even have the common human decency to walk to the end of the counter where any rational human being can see that all of the other customers are collecting their drinks in that part of the cafe. But you see, that's the problem with people like him. They're all me. The world revolves around me. It doesn't matter that there's other people here before me, because all that matters is me and what affects me. As much as I can't stand the phrase special snowflake, this guy was a special snowflake. He was expecting his coffee to appear out of thin air in 3 seconds. Expecting everyone else to be ignored and the world to just stop to a halt, especially for him. And only for him. Or maybe he's just one of those people who just can't appreciate a freshly brewed cup of coffee. He's probably one of those people who have a jar of Maxwell House instant coffee in their cupboard at home. AKA the worst coffee ever produced. Sorry Maxwell, I'm sure you mean well, but your coffee kinda sucks, to be honest. It kinda tastes like moldy dishwater with a hint of Marmite thrown in there maybe. It's not good. Point being, however, if you enjoy the convenience of instant coffee and you enjoy the taste of an inferior product, by all means fill up a flask with steaming hot instant coffee. And while you are doing that, the rest of us true coffee lovers can enjoy a nicely fresh brewed cup of coffee made with freshly roasted beans, the type of coffee that when you sip it, you say, now that's a cup of the good stuff. That's what I call a cup of coffee. But dear internet, I will confess you internet, that once upon a time I too consumed instant coffee. Yes, it's true, I did. I did consume instant coffee, but not Maxwell House though, because even back then I had standards, come on. But once I learned how to make a real cup of coffee, made with freshly ground coffee beans, I never purchased a jar of instant coffee ever again. Now as for this Jumpin' Jack character, come on, it takes less than 2 minutes for your barista to make your coffee. It's really not very much to be asking. We all understand you've got places to go. I'm sure you're probably due in the office in a couple of minutes' time. But understand, your baristas are human beings. They are not robots. Cut them some slack. Use whatever human decency you have and give yourself that extra bit of time to order your coffee without putting your baristas under unnecessary pressure. It's not their fault that you decided to walk into their cafe giving yourself less than a minute to spare. You made that decision, not them. So everyone, this has been the last episode of this season of the Rant Café. The Rant Café will eventually have a season 2, but I will be having a brand new show starting next week, which I'm going to be calling Insufficient Technology. And I'll tell you more about that in an update video that I'll be posting to Twitter later on. Until then, thank you for watching, and freedom, peace, and love to you all as always. Take care.